And Clyde is off tonight. A Clermont County pilot is telling his story only to 9 News tonight.
Just a few hours after the engine on his World War II fighter plane conked out 6,000 feet up. 9 News reporter Bryce Onslinger has the exclusive details on how the pilot managed to land that plane. Bryce?
Well, Brendan and Carol, decades of flight experience helped Paul Redlick survive today's close call. And in the midst of it all, he was focused on keeping everyone on the ground safe.
Made it to the airport, just didn't get stopped in time.
Paul Redlick lived a pilot's worst fear. He heard a loud boom, then the plane started shaking and smoke started billowing from the engine of his Curtiss P-40. The engine suffered a catastrophic failure when Redlick was flying at 6,500 feet.
Had engine problems before, but this is by far the worst.
Redlick used his altitude to coast about 5 miles to the Clermont County airport. Smoke from the engine made it almost impossible to see. Somehow, he was able to land on the runway before skidding onto Taylor Road.
Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to have any problems with anybody on the ground. We didn't want anybody to get hurt, but I couldn't get stopped at the end, so the airplane left the airport and went through the fence.
After the landing, Redlick's concern focused on the plane itself. The 70-year-old aircraft is owned by the Tri-State Warbird Museum. It had just undergone a 3.5-year restoration project to get it in flying condition.
It's devastating. We've spent 35,000 man-hours rebuilding this airplane from a salvage yard reclamation, and I mean, we're going to build it again, but yeah, it's a sad setback for us.
So will Redlick take this World War II fighter up again?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is flying. Sometimes things happen, and this is just one of those unfortunate circumstances.
And Redlick is the president of the Tri-State Warbird Museum. He has over 2,100 hours of warbird flying experience, and that certainly played a big factor in limiting the damage during today's incident. Brendan?
Bryce Onslinger, thanks.